The camera may end up moving as well because I don't know where our like inventory is going to be or anything. I forgot to look at like in middle of gameplay screenshots. I wanted to say in media res, but that didn't quite scan. Hello, sir.
Ah, Miss Bateman.
Ah, voice acting. That's going to be so much lighter on my throat.
It's been quite some time. Terrible weather this evening, is it not? Nurse
Sweat.
Blackton has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see.
Shout out to Nurse Blaketon.
A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
No, but the pneumonia will.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
He's going to be dead by the end of this game. Alright,
You'll catch your death out here.
oops, can I do anything? Okay. For some reason the cursor disappeared. I kept cursor capture on, so... Now, those roots or veins? The throbbing implies veins, but we'll see. So sorry we skipped like one line in there, but he was just nattering, so...
I hope this letter will reach you. I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
I'm also hoping I don't fall in love with the creature they're doing a makeshift campaign for right now, because I cannot afford to sign on to that. I was lucky Payday came a little early this week, so I could
I will endeavor to explain
pick up the
events that led me to
season
Typhus
pass
at
for Stampede on Xbox.
As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Well, I'm not sure what the future of that game's even going to be at this rate. Like, I barely run into human players.
The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
Bewley, okay. I should probably be paying a little more attention to the exposition here.
No station master in sight.
Okay, we're here.
I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Hopefully it's at least cobbled for most of the way there. Alright, left click to walk, right click to examine. Ah! Okay, good. Top of the screen is menu. Good, so having the camera lower is probably better. Alright, select. Right click to deselect. Quick exits. I'm not going to do that. I like the vibe, so just walking. Alright, quick save on F5. Good to know. Okay. And I'm going to try not to use the spacebar thing, but...
Bewley. I have great expectations for this, Barrow. The post looks unattended. The tracks look quite untarnished. I don't think many trains come through here. A path stretches off across the moor.
Go anywhere else? See if I
Hello there.
can't interact with
If
anything.
I take the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
We already said not many trains go here, so...
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Okay, also, let's try the quick save. Cool. Well, I should probably manually save as well. Get one started. Usually I just do NKB, but
I
alright.
ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again.
Ah, inventory training. Got you. Dear Mrs. Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows, and if I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Bewley, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumor of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate the Barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn in Bewley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Dear Mrs. Bateman, marvelous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. The inn has fine rooms which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I will tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey.
I'm on my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn. I swear she was not standing there a moment ago.
She wasn't.
Excuse me?
Yes?
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll...
I guess without reading the letter, she doesn't show up and doesn't give you the directions.
Side at square.
Thank you very much.
Also, real quick, I just gotta minimize Steam. There we go. Okay.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am. But I don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Alright, what else we got here?
A gift from my mother. It bears my initials, TB.
Tuberculosis.
I have 6 shillings and 2 pence.
Oh, there's a to-do list thing too.
Bringing
Good.
more funds tomorrow. I don't like travelling with too much money on me.
6 shillings and 2 pence.
What brings you to Bewley?
This is pre-decimalization.
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow? Oh, I can't say I've heard of it. For what reason?
I wish to excavate it.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Not much to be found in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, we're dead.
That was odd.
I love, these are gorgeous landscapes.
A humble dwelling. A humble dwelling. The old woman told me to go. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough.
The path
Disappears over a small rise.
Perhaps this belongs to a merchant. The anvil looks heavy. This appears to be the forge of a local blacksmith.
Okay, so blacksmith.
A fine example of a church. It looks like it was built in the Norman style. It looks like I'm in the market square. I should find the inn.
I don't see any other exits is the thing. Oh, it probably scrolls over. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. That's right. Sometimes they do that.
Quite an ornate construction. This was created with pride and care. A local cobbler. The building is in a dilapidated state.
Oh, we're absolutely breaking into that before this is over, and you know it.
Houses down that way. Quite a fine building indeed. The Plough and Furrow Inn. The inn where I am to meet Mr. Shoulder.
Fair enough.
The sign is well out of reach.
So much for stealing shit.
The Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room. The window box is well out of reach.
Maybe we can get it from whatever room it's connected to, though. I don't know if we'll have to. I'll talk to the local drunk in a
A
minute.
small alley splits the inn and its neighbour. I should go and...
Okay, we can't go any further than the alley.
The man looks thoroughly inebriated.
What's up, Sippy?
Hello there. What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodden weather?
What are you doing out in this weather?
Waiting for you, my dear.
I doubt that.
And I've waited long enough. So, give us a kiss now, won't you?
Do we get to knock this guy out? Oof.
Wouldn't your wife disapprove?
My wife? Bloody hell, my wife! My
Got him.
tea on the table at this hour.
Got his ass.
Back shall be raw
I'm trying to play it kind of polite.
till we meet again.
What a buffoon.
I'm kind of worried there's an achievement for slapping him, but whatever.
I should speak to the innkeeper about a room.
Okay. I'll just say this too.
It's a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature.
Yeah, I see a tree, so Adam and Eve probably.
A fine exemplar of inebriation. A rather miserable looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's 3 Men's Morris.
As opposed to 9 men's?
The prices are cheap here. The innkeeper is a serious looking man. They are engaged in an intense discussion. The painting depicts a rocky-edged lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
I wonder if we get to go there.
A pixie-faced peasant boy, painted in a naive style. This door must lead to the guest rooms.
Alright.
A pixie-faced peasant.
Alright, we did that one.
A
Yep.
majestic animal, cut down in his prime. The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals. They are engaged in an intense discussion.
See on the other side.
This painting shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this.
Okay, I gotta minimize something else. Okay, now we're good.
A colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley.
That sounds like it might be important. Oh, achievement for looking at the paintings. There's certain of them, certain amount of them.
An angel is depicted looking longingly to the heavens.
Okay.
A dreadful smell is emanating from the WC.
Water closet.
Need to use the lavatory. A lovely place to warm oneself.
Okay. Let's talk to. I mean, we could try talking to these people.
Hello, miss.
What you want?
I...
Bugger off.
Hello, sir.
We are in the middle of a discussion here.
Sorry to interrupt. Good afternoon, sir.
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's note for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming.
Hey, sometimes you just want to play a board game by yourself.
A decorative plate. This one depicts a cat.
Ah,
A
cat.
decorative plate depicting a serpent.
Snake.
A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull.
Bull.
A decorative plate depicting an eagle. A decorative plate. This one depicts a dog. A decorative plate depicting a bear.
That sounds like a puzzle waiting to happen.
Good day, sir.
I don't know what I expected.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
We have 6 shillings, so.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
All right.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage.
Let me ask about the
I should go
guy.
upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Miss Bateman. How can I help
And
you?
room 2 hopefully is the one with the window box. If it's the nicer room, probably.
And Leonard Shoulder.
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him
Welcome
here
to Shoulder
tonight.
Chat.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. Bye for now.
As you were.
Oh, can I get sippies later, though? Ooh, bell.
Last orders bell. Savior of many a life.
Yeah, last call. Kind of wish the Chud bar next door had one, but
This shall do
So be it.
nicely. Time to change into something more comfortable.
trousers? Scandalous.
Much better. The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age.
Remember when they built shit to last?
A sturdy-looking thing, useful to many a weary traveller.
Alright, what plate we got here?
Decorative plate depicting a goat.
I don't remember if that was one of the ones downstairs. Oh, okay, there's an achievement for looking at all 7
Painting of
plates.
surprising quality. It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
Okay, keep that in mind.
My evening light shall be provided by this solitary candlestick. Ah, complementary matches. Useful.
Alright, we're doing arson, everybody.
A decrepit set of drawers. A jug of water for drinking or washing. An empty bowl has been provided for washing. I've stored my case in there. A box within a box. No doubt the mattress is stuffed with itchy straw. I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Okay. Can't really mess with the windows yet.
This may come in handy.
Yoink!
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with. As the only light source in the room.
They'll probably let me use take the matches, yeah.
Ah, complimentary matches. There's only one match left, though.
Oh, no.
Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years.
Yeah, the humidity's probably not helping it either. Guess we'll check back downstairs. Anybody new show up? Who are you?
Curmudgeonly looking old fellow. Hello, sir.
Aye,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
you're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
Guy doesn't like trains. Fuck that guy.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ha! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
I guess he respects that.
A pleasure
A
to
little
make
bit.
your acquaintance, Cyril.
Seems a bit of a douche, but okay.
Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
That's fair.
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as
I don't know, the lady at the station said that wasn't very likely.
this is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Well, that he doesn't even elaborate. He's just like, fuck you.
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
I'm not remembering any of these names, at least not the last names.
I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
Tell me about yourself, Mr.
Talk about him first.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
I don't know what a drover is.
Fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
Yes, I am looking up what a drover is, because I'm not familiar with the term.
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to
I'm a filthy American pig dog, I'm sorry.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Okay.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
A drover is someone who drives cattle or sheep. Okay. Shepherd.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet...
Thank you for subscribing to Shoulder Facts.
Comes here to check his post.
Yes,
enough.
I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
No?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
You could just say you're an archaeologist.
Ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye. You're a grave
We're
robber.
gonna keep hearing that, aren't
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find, then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
we? Yes.
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But
Kind of a bland title, but that's kind of the academia of the day. And honestly, the academia of 2 days, so...
Usual barrow in Bewley. A site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nowt about a Hobbs Barrow.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village.
That's a lot of moors.
No doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are
He
you...
might have fluffed things up a bit to get us in on this.
Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, that was the intro.
I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now.
He's dead.
Sit down and wait.
Just order an ale or something.
Where is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Well, it's this asshole.
Miss.
Not you again.
This his shoulder?
Just wanted to apologise for earlier.
Oh, okay.
I got home, had my tea, but it gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you.
Aw.
Sorry. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Watch your step,
I
man.
know Mr. Shoulder, all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
Alright.
One ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard Shoulder.
Might as well ply our guy.
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
Why not get something for yourself, too? Or are you just gonna drink this in front of him?
There we are. 2 pence, please.
Thank you.
I think that's all my loose
Last
change.
of my money.
Oh.
But Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds. Here you are, Arthur.
Thanking you.
Get sippy.
Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then.
He's like, oh, let's get started. Another sip.
Leonard Shoulder.
This may have not gone as well as I would have hoped. Well,
Arthur? Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor. Mr. Tillett? He's not dead, just very drunk. I would still like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
good morning.
Oh, what
That's a lucky guess.
Oh,
You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard Shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
This man is unbelievable.
Yeah. This is what I get for being sociable. It'd be funny if Leonard showed up in the middle of that anyway.
It feels like an hour has passed.
He
Perhaps
fell
I
asleep
should
in
go
there.
and check on him.
Or he's dead.
Miss Bateman? My apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Great.
Lovely.
Oh, dramatic noise. He's absolutely dead.
These look modern. I'm surprised. A cold draft is leaking in from under the door. This leads outside.
Or did he just run like hell?
In there. It sounds like someone is in there. I can see it's still raining out there.
Alright, door number 1.
Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
That's gonna be a nope.
The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime. There's no fresh water. The jug is... The mirror is... Some excavations.
Oh, wait.
I certainly won't be clean...
Door number 2.
Mr. Tillett,
Oh, that's the cat, probably. That's the one they're getting the makeshift plush of. Hi.
well, you're not Mr. Tillett.
Or are you?
The mangy thing is fast asleep. I'd rather not touch. A cold draft. The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other
That probably goes to the alley outside. The hell was that noise?
moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
Okay.
I can't reach the...
Time to get in trouble.
Excuse me, sir. The post has been embellished with a fine bronze bust of a horse. The post has been
Same thing.
a pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing. Seems rather out of place here. Peculiar.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sturdy-looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. A beam of... Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett, why would he have done that? Did Mr. Tillett leave, then block the door behind him? Something strange is going on here.
You're telling me.
Who was that old chap I saw outside the alley? He headed eastward. Maybe I could catch up with him and ask him if he saw Mr. Tillett.
Do we get to keep the board? No.
A fine white glove, gents style. I found it in the alleyway behind the plough and furrow. A warm glow permeates from within, making me feel somewhat cold and damp.
Well, if you'd grabbed your umbrella, we wouldn't have this problem. Okay. Okay, now that's an exit. Gotcha.
Sir?
Hey, buddy. They turn their lights out.
Local dwelling.
Interesting.
The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
He had like a blue coat, so...
The path leads... I should head back.
Ringle dingle.
Last orders.
I should get some sleep.
Okey
Finding the
doke.
missing men of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow. I'm not hungry yet. Pulling the bell would be quite...
You're no fun. Wait, I'm becoming of me. Alright. Anybody else left? Oh, that cleared out. Any last bits of conversation we can hit? No.
How can I help you?
Have you seen Arthur Tillett?
I thought he were with you.
He went to the lavatory and has not returned.
That sounds like Arthur Tillett. Don't worry, lass. He'll be back.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Thanks a ton.
Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow at... A lovely place.
I'll hang here for a minute to see if anything happens, but I'm pretty sure we're done with these shenanigans. like the lights we're seeing on the wall sconces.
A colourful work. It is signed N.
We did look at that one, yeah.
The poor thing. I don't want to take the... Kenneth will be a...
Alright, let's go.
Yes, I shall track down...
Miss Bateman,
Y'all?
Yes?
off to bed?
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulders let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
And it's freaking weird, too.
It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
We'll at least have 1.5 allies. The fuck? Oh, it's the cat. Okay. Hey, buddy. What's up? But it is also the exact pose they